been more than 6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it, probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintained a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've told no one else. Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on. What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Ryan Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway. Driver, how far to the stop?
It's almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. You don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own. This is it, stranger. End of the line.
Could you direct me to the First National Grocery Store? I hear they have a shop in town.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, well, you see, I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. I'm a friend of the family. He worked in the store.
Don't know who you're talking about, fella.
The First National's a large chain. You sure you haven't seen it?
I'm sure. Stop bothering me with questions.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't help you.
A dusty assortment of old books. A small wooden clock. Nothing of interest. Evening.
Aye.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
You got any rooms?
I'd not rightly know that for sure. All habits cleaning rooms at present. Them's from out of town can leave a horrid mess.
Hello again.
Yeah?
I'm after directions to the First National Grocery Store.
And I'm busy, so stop your pestering me with questions.
Hello, Gilman.
What do you want now?
Strange thing about that Burnham lad.
Burnham. Kent Riley says I know what you're talking about.
That's odd. He was all over the Arkham press. Must have been a bit of a local scandal.
Them's matters for the police, stranger. Innsmouth's not a town for rumoring and talking.
He isn't gonna spill with anything useful. An old grandfather clock. The radiator's cold. It's just a trash can. Nothing of interest. This statue commemorates the men who fought in the Revolutionary War. It's seen better days.
Outsiders coming, snooping around when they ain't wanted.
These posters are everywhere. Northwest Fall Street. The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warrens.
You'll get thrown in jail.
I've told him nothing.
Excuse me, Constable. Jack Walters.
Robes. Alien robes. What do you want?
Could you help out a stranger to this fine port?
Are you being funny?
No, not at all. I'm after directions to the First National. I hear they have a store in town.
Innsmouth don't take too kindly to them from out of town. Get lost, stranger.
What happened here, Constable?
Nothing.
Oh, swell. You can let me pass then?
No. You'll have to go another way.
Constable Ropes,
What you after now?
you ever meet Brian Burnham?
I couldn't rightly say as I remember.
The burglarizing of the First National is big news in the Arkham press. The Burnham lad must be one of your prime suspects. Any luck tracing his whereabouts?
No. That'd be a matter for the Order.
The Order? Isn't this a matter for the police?
Yup. That too.
Who is the Order?
Them's that look after affairs there in Innsmouth. And you'd mind your business not to be asking too many questions.
He's nothing more than a thug, and I don't feel like pushing my luck. I'd get more juice out of a stiff. It's locked. It must lead to the back of the variety store. It's a variety store, and it's closed. These are the offices of the local newspaper, the Innsmouth Courier. It appears to be shut down. Seems this grandiose structure is the esoteric Order of Dagon. It won't open. It's the First National grocery store. The window looks into some old passageway. Evening. The name's Jack Walters. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Miss will do for now. Welcome to Innsmouth, Mr. Walters.
Thanks, I think.
Take my advice. Do what you must and then leave. Tonight. This port does not cater well to visitors.
While I appreciate your concern, miss, I can handle lousy hospitality.
Very well, Mr. Walters.
Hello again.
Mr. Walters.
Look, miss, I only want a conversation. There's no harm in that, right?
There's plenty of harm. It's not wise to be seen gossiping with outsiders.
How about playing dumb for a few minutes?
No.
Can you at least tell me if you knew the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Look here, Mr. Walters. I can't answer your questions, and your harassment is putting us both in danger. Please, leave me alone.
In danger? From whom?
The Order. Now go.
She isn't going to tell me anything useful right now. That bridge spans the Monuxet River. It won't open. Nothing of interest here. A storage depot. It's shut. A storage cellar for one of the stores. Oh God, some poor soul's hung herself. Why the hell hasn't she been taken down? It's no wonder the town's deserted. A standard gasoline pump. The station appears to be closed. A device that pumps highly compressed air. It won't budge. Washington Street. It's just an advertisement for the local Methodist church.
With a good wind piping early in the tall and gallant mass. Ah, my boys, these are the joys of the noble and the brave, who love a life in the tempest strife and a home on the mountain wave. When the driving rain of the hurricane puts the lights of the lighthouse out, and the growling thunder sounds his gong, and the whirlwinds battle out. And who's that there? Oh, can you spare a few pennies, young mister? I can give you something for your generosity.
Who are you?
Zadok, that be my name, though too few use it now. Zadok Allen.
Do you know a Brian Burnham?
Just a young'un. Worked over the store. He's gone. Killed, I reckon.
Killed? What makes you think that?
Them's from out of town running a store. Taking business from the Order of Dagon. They'd not accept that.
What else can you tell me about this port?
You just bring old Zadok a bottle of something nice, and old Zadok will fill your ears.
If you pardon my asking, have you lived here in this port all your life?
Last 37 years in old lady Warren's house. Before that, over by fishing cannery. Cannery.
Old Lady Warren's? You live in the town poorhouse?
Go and fetch me a bottle of something to wet old Zadok's whistle, and I'll tell you all.
What can you tell me about Innsmouth?
Just fetch me a bottle of fine liquor, young fella, and I'll tell you all.
A seedy-looking bar called The Garden. Unfortunately, it's shut.
Ha ha! Do you think that's a valiant shrink? No, we were pulled down.
The old drunkard knows something. I don't think it would take much to get his tongue wagging.
Stop! You can't come down there!
The police clearly don't want me snooping around. The alley has been cordoned off by the police. The window's smashed. I can see what looks like an old darkroom. Federal Street. The delivery truck for the Innsmouth Courier. Nothing of interest. The door's bolted shut. Can't see anything of use. It won't open.
I told you already. Stop your snooping around.
Damn. I need to be more careful. It's unlocked. These shelves look light enough to push. Assorted paperwork, but nothing of any real interest. It looks like I need some sort of lifting handle to get it open. The store may be low on stock, but it's immaculately kept. Nope, nothing important here. The glass has been broken, and there's scratch marks on the wood. Strange. Why would Brian force entry when he had a set of keys? Why would someone break in through the front? The till's empty. Nope, nothing of interest. It won't budge. The store may be low on stock, but it's immaculately kept. The store appears to have been doing quite well under Brian. The store appears to have been doing quite well under Brian. A Store of the Year poster. Huh. It seems Brian had a lot of pride in the store. The drawer is empty. A typewriter, invoices and receipts, nothing of interest. The store appears to have been doing quite well under Brian. Looks like the door was forced open, and there's scratch marks on the wood. These scratch marks look like they were made by some kind of animal. Strange. Looks like the door was forced open, and there's scratch marks on the wood. Nope, nothing of interest. There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden handle. Stock reminders and general notices. Nothing of interest. Perhaps I could use them to block the door, to give me more time to look around.
Whoever's down there, you can rock.
The ladders and stairs have collapsed. I'll never get back up. It's not important. Assorted foodstuffs. Nothing useful. It looks like a diary. It's gotta have some clues. The storage area is clutter-free and well-organized. Assorted foodstuffs. Nothing useful. Standard storage ladders, used for getting things down from higher shelves. I can feel the air through holes in the brickwork here. The walls collapsed. It must have already been badly damaged on one side. the cellar's filled with human remains. These people must have died a long time ago. There must have been a fire down here. The window is smashed, and I can see the back alley. Various chemicals and apparatus for developing photographs. Old photos of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition. There are some issues of the Innsmouth Courier lying here, and they're dated 1846. Old photos of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition. The old printing press appears to have been sabotaged. It won't budge. General notices. They're all dated 1846. Nothing of interest.
Jack?
Do I know you?
Lucas Mackey. Sorry to startle you. Innsmouth doesn't get a lot of visitors. New names spread fast. What are you doing in town, Jack? Hear about the missing Burnham boy?
Not bad. I'm a private detective. My client's a friend of the Burnhams.
Seen the latest press from Arkham? Your boy's been quite busy.
What about you, Mackie? You're obviously not a local. What's your business in town?
True enough, Jack. Nothing too exciting, I'm sorry to say. I'm a government factory inspector. They posted me in this rotten hole to check over the old Marsh refinery. Speaking of which, I've got an appointment with the manager, Jacob Marsh.
Okay, maybe I'll catch you later. That's the first friendly face I've seen in this damn town. But I've been in this business long enough to know he's hiding something.